A cell phone video showing a police officer in a rear naked chokehold on a boat filled with passengers, laughing and hurling homophobic comments at PC Ralph Gillett went viral over the weekend. So did this one, a video taken prior to the arrest of PC Ralph. It shows a violent brawl inside a San Pedro Belize express water taxi a few minutes before the vessel departed Caye Caulker village. The physical confrontation was visibly between Gillett and a couple of women, and it was over available seating on the boat. But it quickly escalated to a physical fight on board. The crowd was happy to see PC Gillett subdued, throwing homophobic remarks.
At the heart of the issue is that a homophobic lady did not want to sit next to an effeminate gay man and decided to start a quarrel, despite the fact that his friends had moved down to provide the lady with space. Separately, what I know from the eyewitness account, there's a lady across the boat who basically yelled, "Shut up, you." And no gay man will ever tolerate disrespect like that. And so he replied, "You can't shut me up," blah, blah, blah. And that's when the conflict ensued.
The woman reportedly threw a drink at Gillett, but it caught his friend who was next to him. The physical fight then ensued. Neither of the parties was backing down and police intervened. PC Gillett was removed from the vessel. He was placed on a chokehold and visibly hit by a police officer while in an unconscious state.
The thing that disgusts me about this case, the thing that riles me up, is that the officer chokehold in this case rendered a fellow officer unconscious. Separately, another officer slapped him in the head while he was unconscious. How can you show solidarity to a mob who are calling for the lynching of a person based on sexual orientation? The idea that an LGBT person, an effeminate gay man, should have no feelings, should have no sense of dignity, should tolerate disrespect from somebody who, by the way, was drinking.
Was PC Gillett drinking? They were coming from an event over the weekend.
In that regard, from the information I got, there was no drinking by the PC himself. But there was a drink thrown at PC Gillett that hit his friend who was next to him, and it burned her eyes.
Maybe you saw a different video from what I saw. I saw blows being hurled back and forth, both by the officer in question and members of the public. As it pertains to the chokehold, we have not sanctioned that particular choke, the defense technique. Nevertheless, the officer that hit him after will be dealt with disciplinary-wise.
The women who were seen in the video hitting PC Gillett were allowed to leave. From what we have heard, the Belize City women have yet to be questioned by investigators.
I have a question around that because if you have not demonstrated any common sense about bringing all parties together to get an understanding of what has happened, why shouldn't I call you out on your common sense, your lack of common sense and ineptitude in your investigation process? Separately, why should you as the ASP, or in this case, the person in charge of Caye Caulker police station, why should you take it so personal that you don't see it fit to bring in the witnesses who were there to explain what happened and threaten them to jail them for trying to explain what was happening? That to me shows that this man is so inept at his job, he needs to be removed or relieved from his job at minimum.
You have to remember that individuals don't have their phone out videoing the public until something triggers them to video. So we, at this time, are not aware of what transpired prior to, but I'm sure that the least charges that can be levied on the individuals would be disorderly conduct, if not other serious charges. When the Caye Caulker police conclude their investigation, as well as professional standards branch, we will be determining what charges, if any, will be levied at the individual or individuals in this matter.
Gillett, we understand, was released without charges. His friend and colleague who was present during the fight, WPC Bernie Clare, was detained, and from what we understand, charge sheets have been prepared for her disorderly conduct.
The police department, and in this case, the officers at the Caye Caulker, cannot act as court, jury, and executioner in matters of investigation. They must demonstrate a level of common sense. And in this case, ASP Crispin Castillo demonstrated no common sense in managing an issue which was manageable.
As a police officer, don't you think that PC Gillett knew or should have practiced restraint in dealing with some people?
Not even police officers know how to practice police restraint when they're being challenged for a lack of common sense in the delivery of their duty.
Any incident involving police officers that are not of a professional nature, we condemn. So I'll leave it at that. We condemn all unprofessional conduct by our police officers, whether in uniform or on duty or off duty.
They say two wrongs don't make a right. The actions of Mr. PC Gillett were unbecoming as an officer, some say, especially if he was sober.
One can argue the action may be unbecoming, but
He was kicking, he was stomping down these women.
right, at the heart of the matter, there's a fundamental point here. The police should show common sense and be able to address and deflate a conflict that is occurring. They should be able to decipher the parties involved and bring some level of mediation and calm to a difficult situation.
A skilled, one would say Mr. Gillett should have used at that situation.
What's clear here is that victim blaming or victim shaming has no place in the service of justice.
Hipolito, Novelo, News 5.